Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. I think I am releasing this out of order from what I mentioned on Monday. You'll be seeing this on Wednesday. Continuing with the theme of ultra modern products, I'm going to discuss today three of the biggest misses I've had in ultra modern products. A little bit different because these were not available to me through wholesale distribution. Three of the biggest misses I've made as a collector, as a business, in all aspects. I honestly, back when these came out, I wasn't operating as a business completely, not full time at least. I guess I was buying and selling with intent to profit, to fuel my collection. That ultimately turned into primarily inventory because now I do this full time. And so, yeah, I think it's important as a business, as an investor, whatever you want to consider yourself, not only to reflect on and try to replicate your wins, but reflect on your losses or your misses and try to understand why you missed them and prevent missing them in the future. So yeah, I'm at it's interesting. These all came out right around the same time. After reflection, the biggest reason I missed them is because I was doing my thing as an English set collector, trying to open every box, video to come on that in the future. But I just wasn't paying attention to Japanese promos yet. And these ones knocked it out of the park. Mario Pikachu special box also had a Luigi Pikachu special box along with it. You can see right here from Bulbapedia, released in October 2016. 2016 was the 20th or 25th, sorry, 20th anniversary of the Japanese release. That was throwing me off. 1996 for Japanese. So yeah, 20th anniversary products for the 20th Japanese release anniversary. And here is the PSA auction prices realized. So I believe the boxes originally retailed for around $40. It's tough because, again, it wasn't you call up your distributor, you place an order for as many as you want unless you have a connection through Japan. But back when they first came out, a lot of the first PSA 10s you can see right here. This is the full art Mario. So there's the full art and the half art, and there's, for both of those, there's Mario and Luigi. Full art Mario is kind of the leading the pack generally. Sub $100, we've got some auctions back in 2017, released in October 2016. So these were some of the first ones to market, going for sub 100, low 100s. Now we're later in 2017, in the low hundreds, in that vicinity. There was time over a year later, these products were going for pretty cheap. The sealed boxes were out there. I'll show you in the next tab. One of our friends' thoughts on the box and one of his posts on E4 about them. But yeah, now you can see today, they're four-figure items. 5 years later, they've appreciated quite substantially. I didn't buy any when they came out. I didn't FOMO into any later as their price trajectory just looked like this. I just completely sat it out. The only Mario, Pikachu, or Luigi product I have years ago, maybe it was actually the first year, maybe it was 2017. So they would have been 1 year old at the time, but I participate in the E4 Secret Santa I have for the past few years. I was gifted as part of my gift, half art PSA 10 Mario Pikachu. That's a gift that's risen quite substantially. I don't sell my gifts. That's a part of my personal collection forever. But yeah, that's my only exposure to the Mario Pikachu promos at all. So I at least do have one, thanks to a thoughtful gift. Here is our buddy ZNG Emporium. Back in a year later, about a year after release, December of 2017. Hello, I've been following the trend on these boxes for the past approximately 6 months. They steadily keep rising, where now it looks like the sealed pair of boxes have crested $200. So $200 for the pair. They originally came out about $40 a box, if I remember correctly. A year later, they'd approximately doubled to where they were almost $100 each, $200 for the pair. He was asking, how high will these go up? Unlike booster boxes, we know exactly what's inside them, so I'm guessing they won't rise forever like booster boxes. What do you think is a ceiling for these? I don't know if James back in December of 2017 ended up buying too many. We'll see if he watches this and lets us know in the comments below. But I just searching the internet for these. I saw this thread come up and I figured it would be interesting to share. The one that hurts even more, because I do love Nintendo, N64, I mean, Mario, Super Smash Brothers, Super Mario 64. I've played a lot of Mario games growing up, and I just completely whiffed on that. I didn't go for it. I don't know why. I was just doing my English set thing. This one might hurt even more. I have a history buying and selling coins. I used to be a chemical engineer, just metal, like bullion. Gold is cool. Gold is like objectively cool. The main reason I whiffed on this one, it was really expensive. Back in the day, $2,000 was a lot of money. It was 11 grams of 24 karat gold, kind of like stamped into the shape and like to replicate the base Pikachu. Knocked it out of the park. So few were bought, I think. They've performed really, really well. At the time, it was about $500 worth of gold, and it was going for about $2,000, 200,000 yen. So I didn't pull the trigger. I will show here, though. This was the original release. So I guess this says 220,000 yen. This is where you would pre-order it. It was made to order. So anyone who ordered through February 16th to February 25th, you had a little over a week, I guess 10 days. You had 10 days to order it. They produced it. I wish they'd come out and say how many they produced, but in the end, I don't believe they ever did. It was made to order for that 10-day period. If you ordered it, you got it. I don't know if you could order multiple, but anyways, I didn't order it. You could see here a funny post. Gotta catch them all. That's me on E4. My sassy Charmander guy, and you got Old Skool Pokemon right below me. Back in October of 2016. I've been eyeing these for so long. Look how well they do over spot price of silver. Also, I think we were talking about the new way Pokemon coins, but $2,000 if it contains $500 in gold seems reasonable. And I said, oh, you evil temptress, I may cave for this one. Unfortunately, I didn't cave. I didn't go and I didn't order it, but it was here. I was in the thread. I bounced back in multiple times, and I didn't bite the bullet and go for the gold Pikachu. Now, this is the only one I could find, but a completed lot on Golden. This was from, their website's not great. I can't even see exactly when this is from. I believe it was last year. Graded PSA 5. So these things were like super thin, tons of issues with the edges and centering, which is kind of a shame. But anyways, it graded a PSA 5 and it achieved $30,000 with buyer's premium. Big miss there. Big miss. So there's miss number 2. Miss number 3, it's funny. They were all like in that same era. They were all to do with the 20th anniversary. And on Bulbapedia's page, they're all consecutive. The Team Rocket case. I remember seeing it. I remember $120. That feels like a lot for 2 cards. I don't really do the Japanese promo thing. I believe I might have actually forgotten. Yeah, I forgot to pull up eBay showing what the prices are, but those go for several $1,000s these days. And it was just another pretty big miss, because these cards are pretty beautiful promos, pretty limited with respect to, especially comparing it to English set cards or anything like that. But just another big multiplier gain, big investment gain if you were speculating or investing on these Japanese promotional products. One thing I wanted to end this video, I showed you 3 big misses. After those misses, and it wasn't fully evident to me at the time how big of misses they were. That's only fully realized with complete hindsight, complete knowledge of their price trajectory over the past 6 years. But in 2018, when the Scream promos came out, Edward Monk, I believe it is, Munch. I don't know which way you're supposed to say it, but the classic Scream promo, the original YouTuber thumbnail face reimagined into Pokemon, Mimikyu, Pikachu, Eevee, Rowlet, Psyduck. I went heavy into these. I loved these. I thought it was a really unique thing, and I didn't go back through and total up how many exactly I bought, but I remember buying when Mimikyu was about $100, Pikachu was about 50, and I was buying sets of Rowlet, Eevee, and Psyduck for $20 a piece. So like $6 a card for those three. Today, raw, you can buy on Buy, and they're not likely going to be mint because I bought a bunch of sets and not many of them are mint. I think I've got some right next to me. Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah, I went heavily. If I had to estimate, I probably bought only 5 or so of the Mimikyus because they were pretty expensive. And then I bought at least 20 Pikachus and at least probably 100 of the Rowlet, Eevee, and Psyducks. And I've been selling them. I mean, I was selling them back when they were $40, $50 PSA 10s. I'm selling currently EVs and Psyducks for $500, Rowlets for a couple hundred, sold all the way up, selling as they come back down because my margin is just fantastic on these. I did really well on these, not quite enough to mentally compensate for the ones that I missed, but I did do well there. And let me know in the comments below, if you bought any of those products that I mentioned. Were you in the hobby in 2016 when those first 3 came out? Did you buy them directly from Japan? Kind of a intimidating, daunting thing. Part of the reason that I'm showing this now, this is a currently available product. It's called the Sword and Shield Precious Collector Box. So I created an account through Tenso. They kind of own like a parent company to Bai, who I use as a middleman. I don't believe I've ever made a video on buying on Bai, buying from Japan directly. Yahoo Japan or Mercari are the ones that I buy through. I've shown my purchases from there, but I don't believe I've ever made a video. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to make a video on it. I'm not an expert on it. I literally, like, for this product, this Precious Collector Box, I finally created a Tenso account and I purchased through the Pokemon Center Japan directly. Hopefully I did it right. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled. But if you're interested in seeing a video on that, maybe I could go live someday and kind of walk you through it. But I'm trying to get in at the ground floor. I don't have access to wholesale distribution for this, but you can only buy one. So I'm trying to get one because I just feel like it's a beautiful promo. It's a really cool release. Not investment advice. I'm not saying this is going to turn into the Rocket case. I'm not saying this is going to turn into Scream promos or anything like that. It's just a really cool product. And it's cool to experience, like, going through buying directly from Japan, because I've not done that before through Tenso, buying directly from the Pokemon Center Japan. So yeah, let me know what your biggest misses are in Modern. Let me know what you think about mine. Did you buy any of the Scream promos? Did you go into any of these? Have you ordered this Precious Collector Box? Let me know if you'd like to see the Tenso or Bai middlemen videos. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. I'm recording this. So I recorded Monday night's video as well on Sunday night, the night before. I forgot to shout out my boys, the blue shirts, the Rangers. I'm still kind of riding that high from Game 7 overtime win over the Penguins. So let me know in the comments below, who's your hockey team? Who do you have winning the cup? Let me know if we got any Penguins fans out there. I'm not sorry that the Rangers eliminated them. Great series, hard fought both ways. Overtime Game 7 is very stressful, but it's nice when it goes the right way. So yeah, Friday's video that I believe I said in Mondays that it was going to be coming out Wednesday. So I'm pushing that one back to Friday, continuing my discussions on modern Pokemon and how I kind of run my business with them. I'm going to give you a breakdown of like what percent of my inventory today is modern versus vintage, maybe a little bit on what in the middle eras. I don't have much, but similar to Pokemon's print runs over time, very high out of the gate in early WotC, base through Rocket, dipping down in the EX era, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then ramping up a ton modern the past few years, especially. That's very reflective of my business inventory. High for vintage, high for modern, not a ton of in between. So yeah, there's today's video. Let me know what you think. My channel's had modern Pokemon from in a lot of the return videos. You see that, but I don't talk about modern in general too much. Let me know if you want me to stick with talking about vintage more so. If you just want to continue to see into my business and have me talk about, theoretically, I should be talking proportionally about how much business I transact in each era, right? So yeah, that's the video for today. As always, I appreciate you all watching. Shout out all the other stuff. If you've listened this long, you must have liked the video. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more. Affiliate link for eBay down below and Amazon. Support the channel at no cost to you. Find me at Pokenomics Patreon if you want to get like monthly deep dives, and in a Discord that I'm pretty active in. We've got a couple hundred pretty active people in there, some good chats. And then Poke Flips over on our YouTube channel with Nick, the podcast. So yeah, I will catch you all later.